Good morning, Dream Team Academy. I hope we're all good. I really hope. I'm going to be joined by some of you lovelies on this cold, wet, miserable day. So I will give it a quick 30 seconds and then we'll get going. Morning, Tam. I'm here. I'm on time. This just makes a change. So I hope we're all good. Hopefully we will get a few joiners. To be honest, I'm just going to get going because for those watching this on replay, I don't want it to be like ages of me sort of going morning, guys. To make sure that I was on time in here. So anyway, so let's do this. So this morning's live is all about myth busting, and it's about sort of working out those reasons, if you like, looking at those reasons as to, why people might say no, why you struggle to recruit, and why people might say no. So I'm going to look at both perspectives. Morning, Joe. So I'm going to look at the perspectives of the reasons that you guys struggle to recruit, or sponsor, I'd hate the word recruit, and then also those reasons that people might say no. And I'm going to try and wrap this up within like a 30-minute period. I'm going to try. I'll do my best. So, it's never too early to recruit. I think one of the things I try and stick with all my newbies that join is, do you know somebody that might want to join this experience with you? And you might know a friend. There might be someone that might want to come and join this experience and learn as you learn. Let's all learn at the same time. I can train you both together. Then you don't have to, worry about whether you're giving them the right information. And that's something I try and encourage all of my new sponsors, people that I bring into the business, to do. However, I know that there are lots of you that sort of have that fear factor when it comes to sponsoring, that people just don't want to join your team. And this hopefully is going to be that breaker that's going to be able to say there are so many myths out there revolved around sponsoring and revolved around recruiting. So probably one of the things that I hear the most is, I can't recruit. It is probably the top myth up there. I can't recruit. Straight away, as soon as you're in that mindset where you're saying I can't do something, you're not going to be able to do it. So you need to flip that mindset. Remember those rose tinted sponsoring goggles that Tam talked about yesterday. Sorry, it's really important that you've got those on and you've got that I can attitude before you even start. As soon as you have that mindset, I can't do this, I can't recruit, I can't sponsor, I don't know anyone that wants to join my team, what's going to happen is straight away you're in that negative frame of mind, you're in that negative mindset. Remember, we put all those negative things into that little golden bag, and this is really, really key to make sure that you're going out there with that right mindset. So that is a massive myth that you can't do it, because you can. Every single one of you can sponsor somebody into this business, okay? It's just a case of being armed with all the right tools. I hear quite often as well, I don't want to lose my customers. This is probably the one that where a lot of people, when I get those rock stars that come into your team that can sell anything, they can literally sell the ice to the Eskimos. I say, right, you must have some amazing customers. They go, yeah, I've got this lady that spends like 200 quid with me. Right, go and ask her if she wants to join your team. I can't do that. Why not? Because I'm going to lose her as a customer. No. They are worth so much more to you as a team member than they will as a customer. I know that when we've looked at these figures, and Tam's going to share this with you at some point within this week, but the actual amount that you make on your sales is minuscule in comparison to the amount that you make on your teamies. When Tam talked about the compensation plan, that should have been something that you were thinking about and seeing a little pattern in. Even if you bring in, you sell 2,000 PRV every single month, that's going to earn you, £600 a month, roughly? Bring in a teamie, you're going to earn that. Plus, you're going to earn a bonus on your teamies. So therefore, your customers are going to become so important. Now, the reason you want to bring in those customers is, 1, they know the product. 2, they love the product. 3, they already think the product is absolutely bloody amazing. So therefore, your customers become that teamie that then all you've got to do is teach them about the workstation. It's an easy person to bring into the business because there's no training required. You don't need to tell them what the best scents are because they can already tell you what the best scents are. More than likely, if they're an amazing customer, they're already sharing it with their friends. They're already telling their friends how amazing it is. So therefore, they are the number one people that you should be reaching out to. Now, there's lots of you that were saying on the thread yesterday, oh my God, Where do you find these people? Your customers. They're the first people that you're reaching out to. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. How many of your customers have you asked to join your team? Now, you should have asked every single person that has ever bought from you, do you fancy giving Scentsy a go? Because actually, it could be an amazing tool for you. I'm just going to put this blind down, guys, because it's really, really bright in my eyes. Sorry, it makes it a bit darker, but literally the sun was blazing on me. So you should have asked every single one of your customers, do you want to join my team? And if you don't want to say it like that, you could be, look, oh my God, you love the product. Have you ever thought about joining Scentsy? You would be amazing at it. Or another way that you can ask them is literally just by sort of saying, oh my God, have you seen the amount you've spent? You'd be better off joining Scentsy because you'll get the freebies. So your customers definitely need to be those top people. So that is a myth. It is a myth that your customers are, going to be more important to you as a customer than they are as a teamie. You will earn more from them as a teamie. So they're the people. Get out there and ask them. No one wants to join. Yes, they do. I'm probably going to be interrupted by Artie at some point. I do apologise. Okay, go fix it for me, quick. He's fixing things. No one wants to join. I hear this all the time. They do. They really do. But they want to be asked. There's people out there that are literally waiting for you to say, would you like to join my team? Would you like to come and sell Scentsy? And quite often you might get that response that goes, me? Well, why me? Why would you want to ask me? And then they might join. But you're never going to know if you're assuming, and this is a really key word, you can never assume anything. And I learned this in my PE teaching business. I never assumed that anyone did anything because 90% of the time they didn't do it. So for me and for you guys, you've got to assume that everybody wants to join your team. They just need to be asked. So you need to ask people. You need to be like getting over that misconception that no one wants to join my team. Yes, they do. Put a smiley face on it, put the positivity on it, sprinkle some glitter on it. People are going to want to join you. But you need to show them what they're missing. You need to show them what they're, what's going to attract them to this business. You need to make it attractive. If you're out there giving it like this all the time, no, they're not going to want to join your team. But don't assume. Never, ever assume. I love this one. Only those at the top earn money from it. Okay. Now this could be something that comes from your customers, and this could be something that comes from your teamies. I've heard it from both. It really shocks me when I hear it from our teamies, because I think actually when you put in a relatively good month, like have you had a launch party, for example? No. Well then therefore you're not bringing in that wage. Of course not. But when they start to see it, it really does turn into something quite magical. And I do think, you've just got to find the right way to encourage those people and sort of say to them, look, do you know what? Let me show you. Let me show you what I've earned out of Scentsy. Yes, we've got this income disclosure statement that's attached to it. Everything that we do that is revolved around money. It's a little bit rubbish. And I've got to be honest, I don't like the income disclosure statement, as I'm sure you guys don't. But for people to say, look, no one earns any money out of it, I would flip it on his head and be like, well, look, how much would you want to earn out of it? That's what I'd be asking. Hopefully they're going to come back and say, I don't know, I'd be happy if I earned like 300, 400 quid out of it. Boom. You can do that. Here's what I've earned. Look, I've earned 200 quid and this is what I sold. This is what I needed to do. It was easy. Obviously, yes, when you want to be progressing up the ladder and you want to be earning bigger money, more hours come into it, more time comes in it. It's about the way that you deal with these questions and about what you say to people. I'm just scared of people saying no. Oh, wow. Do you know what? I'm not. I go for that no every single day. I'm looking for those people to say no, no, no. Let me tell you about my first director. So my first director was Tanya Allwood, who happens to be my sister-in-law. Now, I'm sure she's watching at some point. She can sell ice to the Eskimos. That girl was on buy and sell sites selling clothes, selling shoes, selling cars, bits of rubbish out of her garden. I was like, no one is going to sell that. People bought it. And I was like, she'd be like, you never guess how much they bought it for. So I was like, you need to come and sell Scentsy. She was like, no. 6 months, she said no to me for. What I'd actually earn in that month, I think I'd earned something like 800 quid, or I don't think I was quite a director, but I'd earned 800 quid, and we went out for dinner. And she said to me, oh my God. No, it's not, babe. She said to me, oh my God, I need to do this, don't I? And I was like, yes, oh my God. But she said no to me for 6 months. Every time she said no to me, I thought, I will make her say yes. I will keep asking. And I just changed the way I asked her every time. I made a joke of it. You should sell Scentsy. When she told me she was skin, you should sell Scentsy. And I literally made it fun. I didn't go for that no, like, do you want to join my team? And literally I didn't make it serious. I made it fun. And she couldn't say no in the end. She joined. She hits director within like 4 months, 5 months, and she was absolutely amazing. Shelley Maskell, she's watching, she's commenting. 2 years it took her to join. She's now seeing the vision, and she's now saying, do you know what? I want to be a director by the end of this year. So, you know, it takes people sometimes that little bit longer. You might get an impulse joiner, you might not. It might take you that little bit longer, and it's kind of working and explaining to people and, you know, just giving those little seeds, planting those little seeds, little bit by bit. It's a myth that people, you know, that you don't need to be scared. And that is the myth. Do not be scared. Go for the no. Grow a thick skin. This business, you need a thick skin, okay? You need to be a little bit more like, do you know what? The answer's no to that. So what? Move on to the next person. I'll make a note of that. I'll come back. For me, no's never a no unless someone says, Lisa, please don't ask me ever again. Okay? If somebody says to me, don't ask me ever again, no's never a no. It's simple as that. So, literally, sow that seed. Okay? Sow that seed and create a good follow-up system. Okay, what other ones do we have? I don't want my friends and family to think I'm trying to recruit them to benefit myself. Okay, there's 2 ways of looking at this. First of all, you are trying to benefit yourself because you're trying to give yourself a better life for yourself and your family and your kids. So that is true, okay? But also, ideally, you want to be working on that next market. You want your warm market is your friends and family. Yes, you want them to help you get going. You want them to sell to them. And if they love the product, amazing. But you also want to be going further than that. You want to be taking a step further than that and finding people that you don't know to join your business. Obviously, I can honestly say most of my team is made up from people I know. And I'm gradually now bringing in people I don't know. But it takes a little bit more time. Bear with me 1 second.
Mom?
Yes?
Thanks.
Okay, 1 minute and I'll be with you. I'm really sorry, guys. I've still got the 2-year-old at home and it is school holidays, isn't it? So, but you are trying to, it's just about educating people in the right way to be like, look, I do want my team to grow and I do want it to become something amazing for me. But on the other hand, you need to be thinking, like Tam said yesterday, about what it can do for them. I've seen too many sponsoring posts that are out there going, I've done this, I've done that. Look at how wonderful I am. Join my team. No. You need to be thinking about what it can do for them. So, for example, if your friend or family has got credit card debt right up to their eyeballs, you could sit them down and have a really honest conversation and say, look, hon, this isn't about me anymore. This is about you. Scentsy really could help you pay an extra £200 a month off of your credit card. Maybe £1,000 a month off of your credit card, depending if you love it. But you should give it a go because it might help. It might help. Look, I can try and get your kit as cheap as possible so you don't need to get in any more debt, but I might be able to help you. So that's the sort of thing that you should be doing. Getting to know people and then finding out what their why would be. Finding out why they might want to join your team and then making it about them. That's so important, and that is a myth. It is a myth. So these are all myths that like you might be feeling with you and you might get from your customers. But you guys, I think a lot of you maybe think that sponsoring is this massive hard thing, and actually it's just about sharing your lifestyle, sharing who you are, never assuming that anybody wants to join your team. I can honestly say that when some people that I have genuinely just reached out to and asked and sort of said, look, you know, why don't you give this a go? This is my favourite line. I say, you might not want to join my team, but do you know anyone else that might want to earn a little bit of extra money? A little bit of extra money might really benefit their lifestyle at the moment, might help them out of financial difficulty. And the amount of people that come back to me and go, well, what about me? I wouldn't mind a bit of extra money. So sometimes it's just about the way you're wording something and the way that you're putting it out there into the world. And sometimes it's about flipping it and really making it so it's about that person. So it's not just about you. I mean, yes, obviously you are going to benefit massively from having a team that's actively working, okay? And that is no lie. That is no lie. There is no hiding from that. That is no lie, because that's how this business works. But when you're actually actively looking for people, you've got to get these myths and these misconceptions out of your head, because they become barriers, and they become barriers to actually working with people. I will come back to questions at the end. I know there are questions being asked, so I will come back to questions at the end. But these become barriers, and that's what you've got to see this as. There is no right or wrong way to do this. There is no, these are all things that are just in your head. And as soon as you can literally push them to one side and move forward, all of a sudden it becomes something amazing, and you will be like, oh, look, you can use all these different misconceptions that people have, and literally you can answer them. And it's about being prepared and being guarded and being ready to, like, if somebody says, oh, I really haven't got the money, well, hold on, you could earn a kit. Oh, I really just haven't got time for it right now. This business, I literally work 10 minutes a day, and it works for me. You don't have to do it to the level I do it. It's about you being ready to answer these myths, and literally ready to be able to flip it on its head and give them that inspiration to then go, yeah, do you know what? I will give this a go. I will hit that join button. And I am saying this with love. I really am. But you have got to be prepared to go out there and get the no. You have got to be prepared to literally get rid of this misconception that you can't do it, and be like, I can. And it doesn't matter if someone says no. It's never a no. And I wish from the start someone had said to me, just count every time someone says no, because I'd be well into the thousands. I have gone down my customer list, and I go down and I ask them all, and I don't send them a spammy message saying, join my team. I did that once, and I got absolutely nothing back, and it took me ages. I've got a bit of a cold coming. I actually now go out there and I work and I build those relationships that allows me to break down these myths, break down these barriers, and allows these myths to really become myths in my head as well. So I'm hoping that I've maybe hit some of those things. As for your, for you guys, or for your customers, when they're saying, I haven't got time, it's about then, again, it's a myth. Helping them, you're going to work it in your pockets of time. If your customer says, I can't do it to the level that you do it, you don't need to. I've got friends on my team that literally put in orders just for their friends and family so they can get their free wax. You just need those one-liners to be able to flip it around, because it really does. It really does make the difference. And that's the art of selling, but it makes it easier to do these things when you've got a relationship with people. So this is going to bring us on to the activity that we're going to set you for today. And then I'm going to come back and answer some questions. So your activities for today is to watch this back and give me any thoughts, any comments, any aha moments. If there was that light bulb moment that said, do you know what? I do this all the time. I am that person that says, I can't do this, but actually this has triggered me to do X, Y, Z. I want to hear about it. Stick it down below. We want to hear it. Today, you are going to pick 5 people from your dream team that you wrote yesterday. Now, I see all your lists. They were amazing. Whether they were handwritten, they were computer, whatever you did with them, you've got your 5 people. You've got 10, hopefully. You're going to pick 5 of those. What we now want you to do is to connect with those. Directly just go and ask them whether they want to join your business. I'm asking you to go out there now. See, I've got mine. Here's my dream team list. I will upload this, by the way. It's a tracker that I use, and I will stick it in the group. So I am going to literally ask you to go and connect with them. So it may be that you're going to go and comment. Artie, you're going to go and comment on, genuinely comment, not like just comment because you want them to be your team member. You're going to go and maybe interact with them on their Facebook. So if they've uploaded some pictures of something they've done in half term, go and genuinely be interested in them and genuinely make real comments. Not just, oh, love your pics. It needs to be at least 2 sentences long. Maybe you could ask them a question to get them to interact back with you. It may well be that you want to drop one of your customers a message that you've seen that's been on holiday. Ask them how their holiday was. Nothing about Scentsy. Don't want you to mention Scentsy in there whatsoever. We want you to connect and build 5 new relationships. So literally, you are going to be going out there and actually genuinely making chitter chatter with them. Okay, now that could be face-to-face, it could be on text, it could be on WhatsApp, it could be on broadcast, it could, hopefully not broadcast, it's a bit, you know, like to everybody. We want it to be interactive with those individuals, but I want you to speak to 5 individuals. I would also, we're going to stick a thread up for your activities. Please just let us know what happened when you did that. Did it mean that you carried on having a conversation? Did it open up a thread of new chats where maybe they see something that you've done on your Facebook? Have you even updated your Facebook recently with something that you did with your family, your friends, your social, that has allowed them to interact back and say, oh, I see that you went to that zoo, for example, like I did yesterday. Do you do that? Or are you just literally spamming your Facebook with just Scentsy? So here's some things for you to think about. So you're going to go away and you're literally going to watch the live, comment on the live, and connect with 5 of your dream teamies. 5 people, just comment with them. If you are still struggling with your dream team members, then you need to be thinking about people that just use social media well. You know, that is a real good thing. If they're really bubbly, they're really confident people, and if they fit your dream team avatar. Now, I know some of you were saying yesterday that you would just sponsor anybody and everybody. That's amazing, and I love that. Honestly, I love that. But you need to be a little bit more specific. So we are looking for you with that task that we set yesterday. I think I posted mine, which basically I will post mine today. Mine's quite detailed because it literally is talking about me. So mine was talking about like how old I was before I joined Scentsy. I was on maternity leave. Go into the depths of your character. Now, there's a reason we want you to do this. It's because it's helping you to be able to target your posts to those people. If you're targeting to the whole wide world, okay, it makes it really difficult to bring in those rockstar niche people that you're looking for. Now, I'm not saying you just want to make it just about them, but you need to be a little bit more specific. So my posts are about fitness. My posts are about being a mummy, my puppy, being a fur baby mummy, and, you know, spending time with my friends and family. You would always see my posts surrounding those things because they're the sort of people that I want to be drawing into my posts and engaging with and hopefully bringing into my team. So hopefully that makes sense. So that's what we want you to do today. I really hope this has helped. Has anybody got any questions? I'm literally just going to zoom back and see loads of mornings. Lovely to see so many of you on as well. Hell yes. Yeah. 6 months, Jem. Wow. 6 months of being ignored. 2 years. Love it. It does on average take people a lot longer. Definitely. So Tam, I love that. You've asked everyone in your team how long it took them. On average, it was 5 months. I was one of these weird people that just signed up. Hannah. So when you're their sponsor, it basically means anybody that you bring into the team, you become their sponsor, and your responsibility to them is to make sure that basically you train them, show them the ropes, show them how to bring in people to their team, help them with their launch party, you know, literally help them navigate their workstation. That becomes your job as their sponsor. You bring them into the business and you just help them along their way. I think Tam answered that as well. I haven't got time. People say that all the time. Caroline, I love this. It's made you think of someone that's on your list. There you go. There's an aha moment. Okay, baby, let's take you in the toilet. Okay, Artie needs a poo. I will come back on and answer any questions that was on here. I'm going to go, guys. But anyway, I hope this was worthwhile. Tam will see you tomorrow. Saying bye to everybody. Say bye, everyone. And Tam will see you tomorrow. And I look forward to you all finishing. I look forward to you all doing your activities and seeing how you're getting on. Bye, guys.